All right, had a little technical difficulties. Hey everyone, let me know if you can hear me. I don't have my headphones in. Let me know if you can hear me down in the comments real quick. Hi Sardik, how are you doing? Hi Kay. Kay Smith. That's a cool name, man. Sardik, you're funny. Oh, hold on a second. All right, how's that? Can everybody hear me okay? Hi, wise man. Hope no one fears you. A wise man's fear. Hey, Adam. Adam, is your last name Kovac? Hi, Igor. You're funny, Sardik. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll keep these in then. Okay, cool. Adam, I don't know if you've heard. There's a book and then a Netflix special. I forgot what it was called, but I read it, and the lead character was Takeshi Kovacs, spelled just like your last name. And I would have always pronounced it Kovacs, but in the book they made fun of people like me. Is it Sajak or Siak? I probably offend anybody, anyone and everyone, especially if you're offended at red noses. Parul, I cannot see you. No, I can't. Igor, teenager needs a boozy fragrance. I would try. There's a lot to try, but I would first probably try Dark. Was it Dark Rebel by John Varvatos? Really good boozy leather scent. Hey, Zenobia Scents. There you go. How are you doing, man? All right. Hope everyone is doing well, and you can hear me okay. Great, great, awesome. Let's see. Today I have some scents. I'm not sure if I'm going to try all these today, but in my search for, there you go, Igor. Yeah, definitely try that one. In my search for my unicorn gardenia scent, one of the suggestions that I got from someone in the comments, um, hold on, Sardar, I don't have a scent of the day just yet, but I'm going to wear Cedrat and Avant later. But in my search for my unicorn of a masculine gardenia, one of the comments that I got from someone was try Neil Morris fragrances. And so I got some samples from them. And apparently Neil Morris has a whole masculine floral line, which he calls Flowers for Men. So I'm going to try this. So all of them are, I think, labeled after certain flowers. He has a gardenia one, which I will try that now. Hopefully I won't be really disappointed like I usually am with gardenia fragrances. I don't know if I get to try all these here, but there's a lot here, and they look very interesting. So I'm always down for a challenge. Sometimes florals for men's fragrances do come off like grandmotherly sometimes, but whatever. Kyle Armstrong asked if I've tried Eau Sauvage Parfume 2017 version. I believe so. I kind of get lost in some of the Eau Sauvage flankers, but I did try the Eau Sauvage Parfume. I don't know if there's more than one. If there's more than one, I haven't tried more than one. But I thought it was pretty good. The one that I tried was heavy on myrrh and vetiver, and I thought that it was good, but it was an odd mix. I didn't really like how the vetiver played on top of the myrrh. But I really love the myrrh. The myrrh was fantastic in it. Sardar says, this fragrance game is getting too funky for me. He's in his 30s and doesn't want to tell his friends that he's wearing a unicorn. That's hilarious. Don't tell him then. Don't tell him it's flowers either. Adam, oh yeah. Hair is definitely almost turning gray. So I'll be, let's see, what is this year? 2017, 2018. So I'll be 37 this year. Thanks, Adam. He said, it looks badass. My wife thinks so too. I don't really care for it, but whatever. Got a little gray right here. Someone asked me, said, how are you going gray so soon? Aren't you in your 20s? I'm like, no, dude, I'm almost in my 40s. That's a compliment though, so I appreciate it. All right, so let's try this. So this one is Flowers for Men by Neil Morris Fragrances. And this one is Gardenia. Oh, let me answer some questions here. Drea East Coast asks, if someone wants to get into a fragrance with oud in it, what might you recommend as a jump in? Drea, one that I always recommend that I think is a great one is Tomforde Oud Wood. Now that's a little bit more pricey, but that one has a very mild oud in it. And it's mostly kind of a woody, spicy scent with some oud notes in there. But that's one that I absolutely love. It is amazing. And it's definitely kind of an entry-level oud. Another one that is out of production, but you can still probably find is Juicy Couture. What's that leather one? I forgot. They have a leather one for men that I just forgot. But I'm sure that some people here will recommend some that are really good. Gunawan asks, what MFK do I like? I'm not a huge fan of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I think they're okay. I really appreciate their line, but I don't really love a lot of them. I believe that there was, what is it, Dune Soir or something like that one that was really, really good. And he has some other ones, like the Aqua Universalis line is pretty good, even though it's not my favorite. Wongaloid Wong, hi, how you doing? Drea, yeah, there's definitely a lot that I could recommend. Sometimes whenever people ask me point blank, my mind just immediately goes blank. But everyone, if you have any kind of oud fragrances that you would recommend as kind of an entry-level oud, let Drea know down in the comments so she can see them. Wise Man, have I tried Tomforde Noir de Noir? Oh, yeah. Noir de Noir is really good. It's a chocolate and rose scent. To me, it comes off a little bit more feminine, very sexy feminine. But some men actually do like it, and some men really disagree with me. They think it's unisex, but it's very good. Angela asks if I ever get headaches from fragrances, and I don't really. My wife does a lot, so I have to kind of wear them sparingly sometimes around her, or wear certain ones around her. So I have to be careful with her, but I don't really get headaches with them. I don't get headaches a lot in general, so no. But I'm sorry that you get fragrances, because that's one thing that really sucks. If you really love fragrances, if you ever get like an allergy to them, or if you get headaches from them, that's like the worst. So sorry about that. Wongaloid Wong asks if I like Givenchy's Queer Blanc. Imagine Scent loves it. I haven't tried that one. I need to go out and try it. K. Smith says 360. I'm thinking that's maybe about the oud fragrance. I'm not sure. Sardar Slick says, if you want the best oud, go to India and rub your body against their fungi trees. Oda Cupcakes. Hey, how are you doing, Oda Cupcakes? They have a great channel. My goodness, they have a great channel. For leather perfume, I think you mean Aquilina Black Sugar. No, I was actually talking about the men's version of Juicy Couture has a leather fragrance. I just forgot it off the top of my head. And it has some oud in there as well, but it's oud and leather in there. Dirty leather, I think. Is that right? Something leather? But I like black sugar because I really love black licorice. So I like black sugar a lot. Royal Oud. Thank you, Wongaloid Wong. Um, Royal Oud is an excellent oud to get into as well. And you can find decants of that, samples of that everywhere. And also at discounters too. That's an excellent, excellent oud-based fragrance that I really, really love. Marcus asks, speaking of Noir de Noir, speaking of Noir de Noir, what do I think of Armaf Club de Nuit Intense for Women? I haven't tried that. I generally kind of stay away from Armaf, honestly. They're kind of a clone house, and most of the time with clone houses, I just kind of stay away. Sardar Slick recommends Zara's exclusive oud as a recommendation. Awesome. I haven't tried that one. I need to try more from Zara. Igor asks, is there a great niche alternative to YSL L'Homme? Good question. I'm trying to think. I think, I don't know of any off the top of my head. Um, so I'll have to look into that one for sure because I really like L'Homme, so I'll definitely have to look into that. Igor, what fragrance do I suggest for a teenager for every occasion? I mean, I don't think there is such a fragrance. Everyone wants a fragrance that does everything. But the thing is that fragrances are like tools. You don't find one tool for everything. There is a specific tool for one thing, and they do best at that one thing. So I always look at fragrances as what you need to kind of diversify your tools if you're wanting that. Um, and you can find some cheaper fragrances that I think work well in different situations, but you're not going to find one fragrance that works great at everything. Tommy asked what my favorite cheapy fragrances are or is. One that I really like, I don't wear a lot, but I really like it is um, Nautica. Man, why can't I just think today? Nautica Voyage. Really like Nautica Voyage. There's a lot of really inexpensive ones that I like. Eau Fraiche is probably my favorite. Versace Man Eau Fraiche, really inexpensive one that you can find a lot of places that I just really love. Say Jack, I declare my love for Oda Cupcakes. I think we all do. They have a great channel. You're welcome, Drea. Angela, can you tell me about your, can you tell us about my diet and skincare routine that helped me look so young? I'm not sure. One thing that I do for diet, now I haven't always done this, but I kind of have off and on, is intermittent fasting. So it's not rocket science, but so intermittent fasting is basically you just don't eat for certain amounts of time and then you eat for the rest of the time. So that's essentially what that is. But so I don't know how much science is behind intermittent fasting, but I've always kind of done this for most of my adult life. So I don't eat after a certain point, and then I'll start eating in the morning sometime or in the early afternoon at a later point. And I usually do what's called 16 and 8, which means 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. That sounds like it's really difficult, but it's actually not. There's fasting apps. One is I forgot what one of them is called, but there's a fasting app that I use that's really easy. It's just basically a timer that sends you a notification whenever you whenever you're done with your fast. So essentially what I do is at 5:30, I'm done eating, and then I don't eat anything for the rest of the night. And then at 9:30, 9:30 is 16 hours after. 9:30 is when I eat in the morning. So there's that. If I want to do anything after that, I'll just delay the window or whatever. And the reason I bring that up is because apparently whenever you go on an intermittent fast for a long time, your body releases human growth hormone. And human growth hormone is a hormone that apparently keeps you looking younger and your skin looking more plastic and supple, I guess. So maybe that might be it. I'm not really sure. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for it. But that might be one thing that I do. With all fasting things, definitely check with your doctor first, especially if you have any kind of dietary restrictions or health complications, or for anyone that has diabetes, especially, you definitely got to check with your doctor before you do that. So don't just do something willy-nilly. But that's something for my skincare. I don't think people really are wanting to know my skincare routine. They always make fun of my nose and stuff like that. I don't really have that much of a skincare routine, but I do really like. Kiehl's has a face wash that I use a lot, and I like that one a lot. That's one thing that I use a lot. There's some other skincare stuff that I use. I can't think of the subscription service that has skincare. It's actually Aaron Marino from I Am Alpha M has a skincare product line. It's fantastic, and I do use that as well. But I don't get to use it every single day. That was a long tangent. William Jackson, is Parfum de Marly Layton a blind buy? I don't think so. I think it's a very good fragrance, but I don't think it's blind buy worthy. It's very good though. I generally don't condone like blind buying in general, and especially with something that is expensive. I don't at all. And also too, when you can find samples of it, no, don't even blind buy. But with that one, it's a very good fragrance, but I don't think it's worth buying for blindly. Parul asks if what is the best and worst thing about being a YouTuber? I mean, I think the best thing is there's a community of people that you get to talk to regularly, really friendly people. One of the worst things is there's a lot of trolls that frequently just try to get on your nerves. And I try to roll with that a lot of times, kind of have a little bit self-deprecating humor. That kind of gets rid of them sometimes. You can always block trolls, and I block trolls all the time. Another thing that's great about being kind of a more influential YouTuber is that a lot of times companies will ask you to review things and they'll send you stuff, which that's always awesome. So, so that's been really cool. It's also opened other doors for me professionally to pursue that way, which that's been really great. Some of the worst things are you kind of have to, what I don't like about being a YouTuber is you're at the mercy of YouTube constantly. So if they change anything at all, like with their algorithm, you're screwed. And that's just the way it is. So if next week they decide we're going to completely not promote fragrance channels at all because of whatever reason, then my channel's gone. I have no recourse. I have no nothing. That's just how it is. And I have no idea what would happen if that were the case. But but yeah, K. Smith says the hate. I mean, I get hate a little bit. Most of the time, I don't get a lot of hate. I do here and there, but yeah. Other worse things I think are you kind of have to. I don't like the fact that as a creator, I have my hands tied sometimes when it comes to actually creating content. So if I want to create content that I really love, the community might not actually like that back. And if they do that, then that in turn means that I don't get a lot of ad revenue in return. So it means that I don't really have much of an incentive to continue doing that. But at the same time, what the community loves is generally content that other people have already done before, like top tens and stuff like that. So if I do that, then I have no creative input in that, typically. So, and then I think it's really dumb content sometimes. And I understand why some of that is pushed, and it's just an algorithm, but it's really frustrating as a creator sometimes to have to play the balance of, do I want to put out something that I really love that no one will watch, or that something that that a lot of people will watch, but I hate. So that's something that I always have to deal with that I really don't like. So best and worst, those are some of the things, I guess. Man, I'm way behind on these things here. Jamal, with so many fragrances on the market, new and old, how do I determine what to review next? Good question. And it's really just random a lot of times. So I try to review some stuff that's new because I know some people are really going to want to know what the new things are. I also try to review classic things that I know people will really like, classic fragrances that are just really popular. And sometimes there are just other fragrances that just really inspire me, or that I just really love, that I really just want to review, that maybe some people might not review yet. And sometimes I'll get approached by companies to say, would you like to review this? And I say, I mean, as long as I can give my honest opinions about it, then yeah, I'll do that. And sometimes that plays into my queue of reviews. I used to have a Google Doc that had a way that you could vote on what I reviewed next, and I did like that. And I probably need to do something like that on my webpage. I can do that there too. I may do that to see what you guys want me to review next. But the thing about doing that is that I can't do it all the time, because I do have to review things that are timely, and I don't always do reviews. So I try to do at least one review a week, but also have videos that are other content. So I wouldn't get everything done as quickly as I think the community would like me to, but I can definitely do something like that. K. Smith, I'm a female and I wear MFK 360 oud wood in fall and winter. Awesome. That's cool. So I guess MFK 360 is another oud fragrance. Cool. Joe Collin is Mancera Cedrat, I guess Cedrat Bois, a blind buy? I don't think so. Definitely check it out. You could probably find some samples here and there. It's very, very good though, and there is a similarity to Aventus, though I don't think it's 100% Aventus, but it's very good. Adam Kovac, one does not simply blind buy. Joel Collin. A boy knows. Sardar Slick. By the way, I have got SJP Stash. Too scared to try it. But Sebastian liked it, so I pulled the trigger. My missus gave me a look. Why did I buy Sarah Jessica Parker fragrance? You know what's funny, Sardar, is that's actually a good fragrance. It's not bad at all. Sebastian's right. It's not bad. And also, too, that one I believe is one that's mentioned in The Perfect Scent by Chandler Burr. He's going back and forth between Jean-Claude Elena creating Un Jardin sur le Nil and Sarah Jessica Parker making Stash. So really interesting. But yeah, that's pretty good. I actually have it too. I don't wear it personally, but I have it. Let's see if my wife wants it. Marcus Antonius, speaking of niche alternatives for YSL, Santal Cardamom by Fragonard is supposed to smell like La Nuit de l'Homme. Have I smelled it? Have not. I definitely got to check that one out. I got to try that one. That'd be a great one for a niche upgrade. That sounds awesome. K. Smith, Gucci by Gucci. Okay. Wongaloid Wong, best cheapie is Love and Luck. Man, I do not like that one. I know some people really like that one. I hate that fragrance. God. Watt Birder, Mont Blanc Individual, great cheapie. Yes, that is an amazing cheapie. Why didn't I bring that one up? I'm crazy for not bringing that one up. That's a great, great cheapie. One of the best, easily. Azuri 82, Hassavat by Nishane. Opinion. Haven't tried that one. I've seen a lot by Nishane, but I haven't tried any from them yet. Adam Kovac says, intermittent fasting is what our ancestors did naturally, common sense, no continuous insulin spikes. Yeah, I've been trying it purposefully, on purpose, with a timer for a few months, and I like it. It also seems to increase my my determination and my focus, so that's been really good, especially in the morning time. Wongaloid Wong, am I into video games? I am. But I'm casual. I'm a casual player at this point. I used to play a lot more than I do now. But now, since I have kids and a family, it's not as easy to play a lot of video games that I want to play. Though I do play video games with my kids. Lately, we have a Super NES Classic that has a lot of the Super NES games, and we've been playing Super Mario World and Mario Kart, Mega Man X, and then the Mega Man X collection just came out. And my brother let me borrow it for my Xbox 360. And so I've been playing Mega Man X with my son, which he really loves. So that's been pretty cool. And I also play a video game on the iPhone. There's one called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which is a Final Fantasy game. Really into RPGs. I used to be anyway. Really into RPGs. And that one's a really cool RPG game that me and my brother really like. We play that almost every day. And that one's really good because it's on the iPhone. So you can only play, on the bathroom, or whenever, waiting in line or something like that. Marcus Antonius, he says, Wong Lloyd Wong, Love and Luck. It's one of the, or Love and Luck is one of the worst fragrances. Got very, very bad feedback from that one. Okay. Wise Man, amen, pure malt smells great on me, but is very light in my skin. No beast mode. Oh, that sucks. I like it a lot. I think it's not necessarily beast mode on me, but it's pretty good. And yeah, really, really like that fragrance a lot. Azuri 87. Also, guess which season is right around the corner? Fall! Peter, Tiege Hanley, thank you. That's the skincare routine by I Am Alpha M, Aaron Marino. Tiege Hanley, excellent, excellent, excellent. Igor says Tiege Hanley, yep. Wongaloid Wong, what shampoo and conditioner do I use? I don't use a conditioner, but shampoos, I'm not really picky on shampoos. Lately, I've been using just one by Fructis just because I like the smell. I like the smell of Fructis. And plus, the hair stuff that I use is it's like a waxy gel type of thing. And so, and that one's by Fructis, so it just kind of goes along with it. Addis20, Addis020, love the new live chat sessions. David, got to get back to work. See you later. I think that's Adam. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Free Spirit. Hey, Daver. What do you think about Creed's Bois de Portugal and retro 80s fragrances in general? Do you wear them? Which ones are your favorite? So retro 80s fragrances are not my thing. So it does remind me of the 80s and reminds me particularly of my dad. So it's probably one reason why I don't really love wearing them personally. Some people really like them. I think they're just a little bit too punchy and in your face. A lot of them are heavy on oak moss, maybe too much oak moss. And the style of fragrances, it just gets on my nerves sometimes. Bois de Portugal, I think, is very good, though I don't have a ton of experience with it, but I think it's very good. I need to try it more. I definitely need to review that one. A lot of people just love that one. Wongaloid Wong, what's my top 3 most complimented fragrances? Oh boy, that's hard. Definitely Green Irish Tweed is up there. Sauvage probably is up there, and Eccentric Molecules, Eccentric 04 is probably up there too. That's probably my 3. Brule, I still love you the way you are. You're such a gentleman. Thank you, sir. I think you're a sir. I'm sorry if you're a girl. Justin Reyna, hey Dave, seen your video with favorite things in the fragrance industry about getting free samples from companies and just hitting them up. And you were right. Some companies actually gave me a few. Thanks for the advice. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, I mean, I really like it when fragrance companies actually do that. It makes sense for them to do that. I mean, you want them to try stuff. And sometimes they're really weird about it. I don't know why, but it's always really great when you can. So glad to help. Angela, am I fragrance reviewing full time? Kind of. So I have a few different things that I do. I'm a writer, so that takes up some time. I actually have to write something today, and then but that affords me a lot of time to do reviewing here, and then I also do other things with other companies with video too. So yeah. Wongaloid Wong, Bleu de Chanel, EDT versus EDP versus Le Parfum. I need to try the other two because I like the Eau de Toilette. Okay, I think it's pretty good, but I haven't tried. The other ones. Donald Trump left a message. President Trump is on my live video. Kravis123, have I tried something from Lorenzo Villaresi? I have not. I haven't even heard of them. I got to check them out. If you've tried something, let me know what you suggest from them. Wongaloid Wong, you should check out Life is Strange, craziest game ever. Okay, I'll check it out. Angela, do I eat lots of vegetables? I mean, not really. I don't think more than normal. I'm not like heavy vegetable eater or anything. I think my diet's okay though. It's not too crazy. In either direction. Donald Trump says, "Hello from the White House." Hello, President Trump. Shouldn't you get back to Twitter? Christina M. Hello, everyone. Scent of the day, Cambodia Caramel by Ensar Oud. Cambodia Caramel. Sajak asks, is the fragrance industry going to surprise us anytime soon, or is it dead? That's a good question. I don't think it's dead. I think there's plenty of opportunity for surprises. And I definitely see that more in the niche side, and maybe even in the indie side somewhat too. And the designer side, I'm not sure if there's going to be any surprises there or not. Though I do really anticipate certain fragrances when they come out to see what they're like. And there'll be certain trends in the future. If there's any new aroma molecules that come out, you'll see certain trends that kind of wrap around that particular aroma molecule. One that's coming up now is Akigala wood and clear wood. Those are some newer molecules that have come out in the last year or two that have started to see a lot of notes in fragrances in recent years. So I don't think it's necessarily dead, but we'll see. Angela says it's only 10:41 here in California. Which state do I live in? I live in Alabama. I live in Mobile, Alabama. It just started raining. It just finished raining, actually. Jamal K, if I could magically trade places with another YouTube fragrance reviewer for a week, who would it be and why? I mean, Jeremy Fragrance, first and foremost. That'd be amazing. If I could go on a boat and go to all those parties and stuff, that'd be fun. Fernando says, hello, David. Hey, Fernando. Perul, I'm a girl. It hurts to hear that you're married. Sorry, Perul. I'm sorry. Say, Jack, can you speak in a Southern accent for us? I am speaking in a Southern accent. Certain words come out that are more Southern than others. Like I say pecan, which some people, that's more of a Southern thing. Um, and other words and certain phrases too. Um, like if I say I'm fixing to go do this, fixing something just means that I'm about to go do something. That's very Southern too. So I have certain phrases and idioms that are Southern that I say a lot, maybe more than others. Probably doesn't come through as much in the camera sometimes, but yeah. Free Spirit, any chance to see Jer on your channel someday? Yeah, absolutely. What's funny is, so he came by, he lives in Virginia, so that's about 12, 13 hours away, a drive. So it's not like he can come by my house, which is where we are now. It's not like he can come by my house and just make videos. But he actually came down to Mobile recently, a few weeks ago, and we went out to dinner and had fun, but we didn't have enough time to make any videos. But yeah, I'd love to do more with him. But, oh, excuse me. Goodness. But, whoa, dropping stuff too. But it's also not really doable for us to make the remote videos like I've done with some fragrance reviewers. With other fragrance reviewers, they already have a setup where they can record video and pretty high quality video. But he does not. So we just have to do it whenever I go over there to see him in Virginia or whenever he comes down here in Mobile. So Sardar, you missed says I missed it. I missed his question comment. Oh, I didn't see it. What'd you ask? Just ask me again. I'm trying to answer all the questions here. Igor, fall fragrance for a teenager. Oh man, lots of them. Pure Havana, excellent. Pure Havana, go there. Pure Havana by Mugler. Mongoloid Wong, do I like the new series Who is America? Have I watched it? I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard about it. So no, I don't watch a lot of TV. Say Jack, no, like Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of Dukes of Hazzard, so I don't know some of their phrases or whatever. Fernando says, I'm a badass. Thank you. Marcus Antonius, who's my favorite YouTube fragrance reviewer? So one that I really, really love is Dan Mish. He's a good friend of mine, so it's probably easy to recommend. I love Dan Mish. So funny. But he also has a great knowledge of fragrances. He's got some great energy. Recently, he's changed the format of his videos to be much shorter, which I think really works for him too. So his videos are like just 3 minutes long max, or around that. And so that really is good for him. But yeah, I love him. I'd love to do more videos with him in the future. He came down to visit a few years ago, and it was just the best time, man. We did some videos together. It was awesome. Mongoloid Wong, my thoughts on Venetian Bergamot. So I have a full review of Venetian Bergamot. I believe it's with Carlos from Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, and I think it was okay. Didn't have enough bergamot in it for me. I didn't really love it. I think it's kind of more of a pass. Igor, do I spit a bit of German? 9. That's about the extent of my German. Fernando asks, Drakkar Noir is great, right? Man, it's been a while since I tried Drakkar Noir. I think it's just back in the recesses of my mind and my reptilian brain for scent memories. It definitely used to be great. I don't know if it's good anymore, though. Let's Hear These Words says they got a great deal on Prada Carbon, a gift set for $48 on FragranceNet, but they're super disappointed with the performance. They get about 3 to 4 hours max on that one. Too bad it's a great scent. Yeah, I gotta try that one. I've heard it's a great flanker, and I've been wanting to try that one. Prada will not ever give out samples for review, so I have to just go out and find it, which is a little harder than it seems, unfortunately. Uncle Jay says, thanks for the honest shootout videos. Other reviewers seem to be biased, but not you. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if other reviewers are biased or not. It's all their opinions. I mean, their opinions might be completely truthful. I have no idea. And I can't throw stones at them. I have, whatever. I'm not really sure. But I always try to be unbiased. I try to be as objective as I can when coming into a fragrance. And I try to reveal any biases that I have coming into a fragrance. Like if I'm expecting it to be bad, if I'm expecting it to be good, I try to say that in advance. So I try to be as good as I can doing those comparison videos. So I really appreciate it. Keep watching. I'm going to try to do more. Ixhan, oh man, sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It says, any popular fragrance that I hate? Definitely. There's a lot of popular fragrances that I do not like. I do not like, a lot of them are by Paco Rabanne. Invictus, I don't like Invictus. I don't like, what else? Paco Rabanne 1 Million, I don't like that one at all. Those are two that I just hate. I hate those fragrances. A Love and Luck was one that we mentioned earlier. I don't like that one at all. Very popular with a lot of people, and I can understand that one. I just hate it. I don't like it. Tilka Nuts. David, favorite movie, favorite current band, and what's your ultimate 3-course meal? So favorite movie, that's hard. So the one that, man, I don't know. I don't really know. I can't think of a favorite movie that I love that would be just amazing. One that comes to mind that I really love is Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki. I'm really a big fan of Hayao Miyazaki. Spirited Away is probably his best, and that one was really good. Absolutely love that one. Favorite current band right now, for a long time, has been a band called Big Wreck. They're a Canadian band, actually, and they're incredible. See, I'm a guitar player, so I'm drawn to more guitar-heavy type of songs, and they're just an incredible band. They're really good songwriters, but the music is incredible, and it ranges a lot in the music that they have. So they have a lot of rock, a lot of hard rock, but also some softer stuff, some really clean, beautiful stuff, some bluesier stuff. Definitely, they have a lot of blues influence there, and even some, even a little bit of a Western, almost country influence. A lot of slide playing in there too. So really like that. Favorite 3-course meal? I don't really know, but it's probably going to be something Southern. Man, there's a restaurant down here in Mobile called, man, what is it called? There's several good restaurants here in Mobile that I would go to in a second. One of them is Kitchen on George, amazing one. But I mean, if I were to pick one, it might just be just an amazing burger. There's a really good place here in town called Beer Garden. Two restaurants here in Mobile called Beer Garden that have just an amazing beer selection, but also amazing burgers. Rezwan, Dave, can you learn to be respectful? You're skipping my comments. This is the first comment I've seen, Rez. So, Uncle Jay, question, what do you go to daily when you're not reviewing? A lot of them I think you've seen. A lot of my favorite go-tos, depends on the weather, but if we're talking about like fresh, Tomforde, Grey Vetiver, Green Irish Tweed, Eccentric 04, a lot of the Atelier cologne fragrances like Cedrat, Enevrant, or Bergamote Soleil. For fall and winter, Pure Malt, Royal Oud, Herod by Parfums de Marly, a lot from imaginary authors too that I like to go to. Memoirs of a Trespasser, certainly. Saint Julep, the new one, Sun Drunk, has been amazing, and some other ones. There's a lot that I can think of, but those are a lot of my go-tos for when I'm not reviewing. K. Smith says y'all. Yeah, that's right. I actually don't say y'all that much. Sometimes I do, but not as much. That's just one of those words that just gets on my nerves just a little bit whenever some people say it. Azuri82 asks, do I think that Tomforde Private Blend has been a hit or miss the last couple of years? That is a great question, and I definitely think they've been a miss in most recent years. Especially like the last 2 years, they've been a miss. Most of them have just been okay. Some of them have been good, but haven't blown me away. Like one, Oud Mineral, is really good, but it's not super different. Like it reminds me a lot of Every Storm, a Serenade by Imaginary Authors. Both go in a little bit slightly different directions, but very similar. But I think definitely they've been a miss. Jonathan B. Swift, Daver, love the whole lunchtime chat. Hopefully you keep it up. Sin of the day, Bleecker Street, sample, gotta go everyone. Best wishes. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Jonathan, for coming by. I really appreciate it. Brady Schmidt, best coffee fragrance. There's one by Kerosene. What is that one? He has a coffee fragrance that's really good. I don't remember, but Kerosene has my favorite one. Tokonuts, love Spirited Away, great choice. Yeah, I love that one, yeah. Fernando asks, what's my favorite Thierry Mugler? I think my favorite probably is Pure Malt. I like the line a lot. Most of the line is really, really good. Especially their Pure line, I mean. But a lot of their line is really good. Mugler Cologne is really good. Definitely excited to try out the new Mugler Cologne collection. That sounds really good, the Rainbow Collection. But Pure Malt's probably my favorite from them. Justin Reyna, hey David, do you still hate Ultra Mal and Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, or has your mind changed? Just curious because I love them. Yeah, I don't like them. Those are ones that I don't like at all. Sometimes my mind does change on fragrances, and I'd like to make a video maybe about some fragrances that have changed my mind, but those two are ones that I just don't like, unfortunately. Zero Cool 951. Hey pal, have you tried the new Tomforde Ombre leather fragrance? It's in their signature line. I haven't tried that one, and I was wondering about that one because I did some news about that, and I was wondering if it was going to be in their signature collection or it was going to be in their private blend like the other Ombre leather. And so I haven't tried the newest Ombre leather, but I want to check it out because I've just got to. It sounds good. That's one I definitely have to try from them. Unbreakable 87, Creed Aventus or Spice and Wood better? I think Creed Aventus is better. Spice and Wood is excellent, but Aventus I think is more wearable. Creed Spice and Wood is more expensive, and it's more. I think it's more unique. Both of them are very, very likable and very, very wearable, but Creed Aventus to me just takes the cake. K. Smith says product carbon is spectacular. God, I got to try that one. Christian M. disagrees with me and says Spice and Wood is far better. They think that Aventus is overhyped. Autonomous front. Favorite fragrance notes. Well, I love vanilla. I like a lot of gourmand notes. I like chocolate stuff. I really like iris. I really like violet. And I also like very peppery, or not peppery. I like spicy fragrances. Not necessarily pepper, because I don't really like pepper. But I like pink pepper, which is completely different. But I like real spicy fragrances as well. K. Smith, I hate Versace. Um, this is euros. Is that? You mean? Yeah, that Versace. I don't like it either. Azuri 82 agreed. Tomforde definitely underperforming as of late. Yeah. Autonomous Front. Thoughts on DS and Durga? I've tried one or two of their fragrances and really like them, but I don't have a complete understanding or opinion of their whole line. But what I've tried, I really liked. Adam Kovac, do I like Soliflor scents? Not really. There's some that I like. I like some fragrances with like, I mean, obviously like gardenia or jasmine, but I don't really like some fragrances. A lot of times the Soliflor scents just smell too much like a grandmother to me. Electric Scars. Thea Mugler should do a pure rum. I think that could be a good one. Yeah, that would be amazing if they did that. That'd be cool. The only thing with that is that Thea Mugler seems to think that the pure line needs to be about patchouli and vanilla, patchouli, vanilla, coffee, and chocolate, that type of thing. So for them to do a rum fragrance, they'd have to somehow throw in patchouli and coffee and whatever. I mean, they could definitely do rum, or they could do vanilla in the rum, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think that if they were to do the pure line, I'm giving them more free advice because they're probably gonna watch this and take it. Because recently, in the last few years, they've taken all my advice for free that I've given them. But if I were them, what I would do with the pure line is I would make it more like what you're saying. Go more after like what Pure Malt hit was. It hit something. It hit a nerve that struck like the whiskey type of thing, and I would go in that direction and go into maybe a couple of boozier type of scents. Make a collection of boozy type of scents in the Pure line that has nothing to do with patchouli and has nothing to do with coffee at all. The Pure line itself has, I think, evolved into something that is completely different than what it was intended to be, which was a flanker of Amen. Now the Pure line really, to me, means the best of their fall, winter, darker scents, and you have a lot that you can choose from with that if they just did that. Hussein asks, what is my opinion about Boudicca the Victorious? That line is really hard for me to get. And I've tried one from them that I've reviewed, and I liked it. It was a vetiver heavy fragrance. It was very good. It reminded me a lot of like a niche version of Terre d'Hermès. I forgot which one it was. I have to go back and look, but it was very good. Hi, Renee. How are you doing? Perul, give us your house tour one day, your kitchen, your room, everything, if you're comfortable. Also, want to know your favorite song. Uh, Sing it. Come on. No, I'm definitely not going to sing right now. Maybe a house tour one day. I'm not really sure. The thing is, like, we have kids, so my house is really lived in at the moment, which means there's stuff on the floor. Like, there's literally stuff right here on the floor, which is theirs. So we'd have to really like We just have to do like a spring cleaning of our house one day, and maybe I'll do that. Unbreakable 87, Memo African Leather. I like Memo. I like the Memo leather line. I think it's very good. The African leather I thought was maybe a little funky, but it was really interesting. Noel Dean, hey, just joined. What's the topic? Well, I've been trying to smell this one fragrance for an hour. It's just been kind of a Q&A session, but I don't mind. I like that too. Let me go ahead and spray this real quick. For those of you that haven't seen, I have some samples from Neil Morris Fragrances. There's my address, apparently. Um, and dang it. Come on. Well, this atomizer isn't working. So Neil Morris Fragrances has some Flowers for Men collection that they have. And, God, I can't try this one now because the atomizer isn't working. So, Fit Protunas, is everything okay with Daver? Oh no, it's going crazy. Noel Dean, Scent of the Day, Beach Hut Man. Haven't tried that one. What's yours? Mine will be Cedrat and Avrant. Jacked and Juicy Sequence. Just smelled Dolce & Gabbana, the one gray. How does it smell? I'm going to try that pretty soon. Justin Reyna, hey David, what do you think about the new Parfums vintage fragrance coming out next month with the new Creed Ventus cologne, Vanilla Intense? It's supposed to be a focus on the vanilla note in Ventus. I'm not sure. They actually sent me a few fragrances for me to try. So I'm going to try some fragrances by them pretty soon. Christopher Maves, hey, how you doing, Christo? How you doing, man? Mugler, Pure Daver, what are the notes? I don't know. Probably laughter, smiling, and red noses. I don't know. Vicky Anand, is Davidoff Silver Attitude worth buying? That one I haven't tried, so I'm not sure. Danny Passini, hey mate, thoughts on Dua fragrances? Will technology soon be so good that they can have a 99% copy with extremely good performance? Thanks. So I have a video about Dua. If you want to go see my full thoughts, definitely go watch the video. And so I'll hold my opinions there. But I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a fan of clone houses. The technology is already there to just duplicate a fragrance, pretty much. Mark Cornack, I keep hearing about Pure Plum. Sounds interesting. Hope it's true. That would be really cool. I hope it's true too, because I love plum. That's one note that I really like. Say, Jack DeVries, do you perfume your children? I mean, I don't purposely perfume them. Like, sounds pretty funny to say it that way, but they do like certain fragrances. My daughter has a couple of fragrances. One of them is like a Vera Wang Princess, I think, which my mom got for her birthday. My son really likes L'Odyssée pour Homme by Issey Miyake, so he wears that a lot. Raphael Bolarezo. Do not show your house and your privacy. I probably won't. Alex Staver, you mentioned that you wanted to review Close Up by Olfactive Studio. Is it still possible? You know it is. I completely forgot about that one. I have a decant of it, and I just completely forgot about it. but I need to go review it. It's a very good gourmand scent. Reminds me similar of, it's a similar fragrance that reminds me of Ombre Narguilé. Jay Croner 659. Do I play Overwatch? No, but I love the idea of Overwatch. That would be something that I would really love to play. Back when it came out, I used to play Team Fortress 2 a lot. So that's a similar type of game. So yeah, I'd love to play Overwatch one day, but I just don't. Earphones wrong way around. It's actually the video is flipped. So they're actually in the right way. Angela, hey David, what did you major in when you were in college? You seem smart and know a lot about economics. I actually never went to college. So economics, though I'm not an expert in economics, I have a very rudimentary knowledge of economics. Azuri 82, favorite Dave and Jer category of generic fragrance, Bologna Cologne. I'm not sure if you're asking me what my favorite Bologna Cologne scent is or if you just like that phrase, but yeah, I love that phrase. What's up, Step? Alex, what kind of music do I like? So I like a lot of stuff. I really like rock, just mostly, but I usually like music that is guitar driven and well written, and I like a lot of powerful anthem type songs. Like I used to really like U2 a lot, and that type of thing that just is like a soaring type of anthem type thing. I love that type of stuff. But I mentioned that I really like the band Big Wreck. And Big Wreck has a lot of different styles in their, or not a lot, but a few different styles they play with in their music. And I really like them a lot. So that's you can kind of see where my taste is if you listen to Big Wreck. Eddie 3 says he has an extra bottle of Dunhill Icon. Shoot me an address and he'll send it to me. Thank you. You know what? I got your email. I just haven't responded to it, and I apologize. I've been meaning to respond, so I'll respond today. Sorry about that. Parul Sahu, oh my God, you have kids too. You are too late to come into my life. You're funny. Jacked and Juicy sequence. The one gray smells like synthetic vetiver and lavender combo with a bit of fresh opening. Not a fan because I can't smell the old DNA at all. Ugh, sounds bad. Say, Jack, you need to replace the battery in your clock, Dave. I do. You know what? This clock up here eats batteries. So now we just have it up there for decoration. It doesn't even tell time anymore. So I don't even like to replace the battery because the batteries go dead in no time. Alexander Maratus. Hey Dave, I'm trying to decide which Tomforde fragrance from the Private Blend series to decide which Tomforde fragrance from the Private Blend series to try first, I guess. And I've narrowed it down to tobacco, vanilla, and oud wood. Which do you prefer? Okay, so I think I prefer oud wood. And I might be in the minority there. So I don't wear Tomforde tobacco vanille as much as I used to, mostly because I got sick of the overly sweet nature of it and how it's overly sweet and just a cinnamon bomb. And though I like it, it just gets on my nerves. But oud wood is different, and it's a really dry, woody fragrance that is really different. And that's one thing I really love about that scent. And I wear it a lot in the fall and winter. So oud wood is my favorite, but it's weirder. So I think Tomforde tobacco vanille is a little bit more accessible. It just kind of depends on what you want. They're both easy to find samples of. So definitely go check them out. You can go to like Neiman Marcus and they'll definitely have it there. Justin Reyna, thanks for answering my questions, brother. Got to get back to kicking out drunk people at work because I'm security. Take care, Justin. See you later. Thanks again. Azuri, he likes the phrase. Oh, okay, yeah. Bologna Cologne. I love that phrase. I need to use it more. we have so many phrases that we've coined that sometimes I forget them all. Angela, how old are my children? LOL, toddler with fancy perfumes. So mine are 5 and 6, and they're in school right now. So Jacked and Juicy, everyone wears Oud Wood. Try Noir de Noir. Yes, I mean, that's definitely a good one, too. Free Spirit. What are my favorite fougere fragrances? I have to think about that one. The fougere fragrances aren't necessarily my type of thing, because most of the time they just put, it's like lavender. And lavender is not one of my favorite notes. It's one of my least favorite notes. Zuri 82. Any fragrances that have gone totally wrong and made you want to hide somewhere? There's definitely a few that I think that were bad. The one that I can think of right off the top of my head is Lord of Goathorn, which was more of a kind of a joke type thing. But that was one that was definitely weird. Adam Allison asked if I've tried Owajon from Parfums de Marly, and what do I think of it? I'm trying to think, because I've tried most of the Parfums de Marly line. I think Owajon was one that I haven't tried. But I heard that it smells a lot like Havdan, if memory serves. So I didn't feel the need to go out and try it. But I've heard that it was really good. But I still need to check it out. Mr. Internet, scuffed Adam Levine. Alex 98765. David, you like something from Lalique? Yeah, Lalique has one. I think is what is it? Lalique White. I think it is. They make a fresh scent that's really good. And then I do like Encre Noir. Those are good scents. Electric Scars wants to make his own perfume line. Do I have a good starting point where you can go get notes? So I'm not exactly sure because I haven't been down that road myself. But there are places like, oh man. Oh man. Eden Botanicals, I think, is one place where you can go and do that. Fragrance Net. What is your favorite site to buy discounted fragrances? It must be Centol. How are you doing, Centol? But to answer your question, Electric Scars, there are places where you can buy raw ingredients, though you're going to spend a lot of money up front doing that because you're going to spend a premium buying lower quantities at a time. Fernando asks, is Nuit d'Issey any good? And I have not tried that one. I need to try that one. But I don't normally like a lot of the flankers from L'Eau d'Issey. I think a lot of them are just kind of, they're just okay. Igor Artemanov, Mugler Cologne versus YSL L'Homme as a summer scent. P.S. Please explain meaning of Bologna Cologne. Okay, so I think for a summer cologne, I think Mugler Cologne is better, but they're totally different. So Mugler Cologne is a green, soapy scent, which is very good. L'Homme is more of a warmer apple and ginger scent, and I don't think that L'Homme is great as a summer scent by itself, though it works in most seasons. I definitely think you could wear it in summer and it would be fine, but I think it works better for like spring or maybe even fall. And as for the meaning of Bologna Cologne, the meaning of that means just like a very generic type of scent. So I'm not sure where you're from, Igor. I'm not sure if you're from America or from a different country, but for the sake of explanation, I'll just assume that you're from a different country. But bologna is a type of sandwich meat that is really kind of just a generic mystery meat type of thing. So when my friend Jer said he was trying to talk about a generic scent, he called it bologna cologne. He misspelled it on purpose for the rhyme part of it. But yeah, you're welcome, Vicky. Alexander, thanks for asking more questions. You're welcome. Your brother is recently getting into niche fragrances, and you're wondering if there are 5 fragrances that I would recommend, other than Green Irish Sweet and Ventus. So Royal Oud is definitely one. Depends on what you want. I mean, there's a lot of different good niche fragrances. Oud Wood's definitely up there. Tomforde Tobacco Vanille. Centric Molecules is a great line that you can try. I really like Eccentric 04, which is fantastic. Almost anything from Atelier Cologne. Their line is a little bit hit or miss, but a lot of them are very fresh and very accessible. From Atelier Cologne, my favorites are Orange Sanguine, Cedrat Innovrant, Vetiver Fatale, Bergamot Soleil, oh man, so many more other ones. But yeah, so that's a good starting point, I think. Adam Allison, I love Oajan. It's been compared to Ombre Narguilé a lot. Narguilé a lot. Haven't tried that though. Yeah, so yeah. Perul, have I ever tried DKNY Golden Perfume? I don't think so. I haven't tried many from DKNY. There's been a couple that I have, and they're okay. So sometimes I don't try a line anymore. I'll just give up on a line. DKNY was one of those lines where I tried a few from them, and I was just like, they're not going to offer me anything important here. It's just like a go-to, just baloney cologne line. A Vicky Anand, what fragrance have I wanted to have in my collection, but I couldn't? So there's probably some from Xerjoff that I really like that I haven't had. One that I can think of is Xerjoff Uden, which is an incredible citrusy, fruity, rum-based fragrance. I believe it's rum. Maybe it's cognac. I'm not sure. But it's incredible. So that's one that I can think of. I'm sure there's more, but that's definitely one. You're welcome, Fernando. Thank you, Angela. Fragrance Net asks, what is the most expensive fragrance that I've ever tried, and do I think it's worth the price? So the most expensive one that I've tried, I think, was one by Clive Christian. And the one that I tried by Clive Christian was not worth the price. Some by Clive Christian are. And I forgot which one it was. I have a review of the Clive Christian one. Some of the Clive Christian fragrances, the one that I tried, a lot of them are just Roman numerals, so they're just hard to memorize sometimes, to remember their names. But the one that I tried was, it was just a really generic kind of woody, incensey fragrance that was not good at all. Another one was, I've tried some from Raja Dove, and Raja Dove is very good. But the one that I tried from him was the Elysium. And Elysium, I think, is very good, though I don't necessarily think it's worth the price. But it's hard to say that because it almost sounds like I'm putting a definitive stamp on the whole line, and that's not the case. I think there are some fragrances from certain lines that are definitely worth the price and some that aren't, even from cheaper lines too. Autonomous Front, I love Gold Leather from Atelier. That's really good. That's a really good one. Okay, Smith, he's looking way too hard to notice your clock. You know what? I really love it when people find the little Easter eggs in my videos. Sometimes people will notice little tiny little things, and they'll make a comment about that. I think that's always hilarious. There's one person in particular that always makes a comment about like the tiniest things in my videos, but they're doing it to be funny, and it's always hilarious to me. Zuri82, favorite Jer line, this fragrance will run around and hurt you, son. That sounds like him. Sajak DeVries, does Mugler think their customers are fools by releasing the Rainbow Mugler Cologne set? I actually think they're really smart, and they followed my advice. I gave them this advice years ago that they should do that. They should make a line around their Mugler Cologne line because they already have a denser fragrance line with Amen, and then they need to make one centered around the Mugler Cologne. Now, I don't know if the execution of that will be good or not. We'll see. I'm hoping that they are. I'm going to try them soon, but I think it's really cool. I'm thinking that they did follow my advice because I specifically made a video just for them and sent it to them. But we'll see if they did or not. I'm not really sure. Jacked and Juicy, Mrs. Jer. I do too, man. Tilka Nuts. Do I like any diesel fragrances? I do like diesel, but not many. Not many. Some of them are okay, and some of them are not. I can't really remember which ones are okay, but for the most part, I don't know. They're just one of those lines where you just kind of have to smell them all and just pick one that's good, because not all of them are very good. Jamal K, have I tried Thamine's Carved Oud? He says it's similar to Tomforde's Oud Wood. I haven't tried that one. I'll have to try that one then. Sajak, how about an interview with FragranceNet to explain how all this fragrance wholesale pricing works? I'm sure they can explain it. Essentially, they just buy fragrances that departments don't sell. Just like if you go to TJ Maxx or something, that they buy overstock. Fernando, Mugler Cologne, is it any good? Yeah, definitely. I love it. It's really good. Alexander Muratis, favorite niche citrus dominant fragrance. Personally, I'd say Neo by Xerjoff. Niche citrus dominant fragrance. Again, I guess I'd have to say right now my current favorite is probably Eccentric 04 by Eccentric Molecules. I'm kind of boring with that choice right now. I've been saying the same thing. Rick Parker, really enjoy your cologne reviews, but don't make any more videos about other YouTubers. Well, if it comes up, it comes up. I don't make them a lot. I make them every once in a while, but I don't mind rocking the boat if I need to. Parul says, thank you, Dave, for answering my questions. See you soon live. Love from India. It's 12 a.m. in India. Good night and take care of your wife. She is lucky. Thank you, Parul. I'll see you soon. Oh, okay. So FragranceNet is clarifying. Okay. So they're saying they don't buy overstock. They purchase items from the same manufacturers that department stores do. Okay. So there you go. It doesn't bother me either way. So yeah. Angela, David, did you take the thumbnail for this live chat, or did YouTube do it for you? Well, both. So whenever you're doing this live video, they'll say it'll give you like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown to take a thumbnail, and so that's what I did. William Howell, what's your take on popular fragrances in body oil form? I don't know. I don't like body oils. I think they're not good. Alex 98765. David, hard question. Ombre Rousse or Eau de Beau? That is a hard question. It depends. So Eau de Beau is a lot more accessible. It's easier to wear and likable, I think. Great vanilla cypress fragrance. And then Ombre Rousse is very different, and it's much more on the vodka side. And I get a lot of weird notes like caramel and hay and olive, but I like it a lot, and as well as like an ambery type of feel. Eau de Beau, I don't get much of an amber at all, though they probably call it an amber. But yeah, so I would probably say Eau de Beau because I would probably wear it. I wear that one more than I do the other one. Autonomous front, like anything from Nasamato. Yeah, I don't love a lot from Nasamato. I do like Pardon, and I do like man, the dark one, Black Afghano. I do like Black Afghano a lot, but yeah, that's about it. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me. I'll see you next time, maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. But I really appreciate it. I was going to try some fragrances, but I guess I didn't get to it. But I really appreciate talking to you and chatting with you and getting all your questions in. I'll see you next time. I'm Fragrance Bros. I'm Daver at the Fragrance Bros. I'll see you later. Bye.